I'm LaCrai Mitchell here with FAMU Now, and I am with former interim president, Dr. Larry Robinson. How are you this morning?
Doing fine. How are you?
I'm doing well, and even better now that I'm here with you. Can you tell me, Dr. Robinson, what was it like to be sitting out kind of in the seats this morning, watching this sort of legacy unfold as descendants came and talked about their ancestors here?
Well, that was really touching because, you know, taking it all the way back to the homeland where I Sierra Leone, and how all of those traditions have now been imparted into this great rattler tradition we have here in this country. It was very moving and touching to hear that and hear about the great work of Dr. Lee, former President Lee, and his contributions to the university. I mean, that was just remarkable, you know, statements made by those two descendants. And as a you know, a member of the audience, right, you couldn't help but be moved by that, you know.
Exactly. You know, many would argue that when we mention the greats, now we have to mention you as well. What does it feel like to possibly be considered as a part of this legacy that's here at this university?
There is nowhere in the world my name should be in the same sentence as the individuals who were acknowledged here in this morning's program. So that is a great argument, but let me bring it to an end right now. You know, there's no way. You know, I'm humbled to have served this university in the capacity that I've served it, and it's been a privilege for me to witness all of the great things that are happening around here, and to have a brief moment at the helm, right? That's going to be at the top of my, you know, bucket list, you know, forever.
Very humble of you, Dr. Robinson. I do want to ask, as someone who has been in a former top leadership position here, and now someone who's able to observe, how important is it to continue to have Founders Day convocations to preserve our legacy?
You got to always remember how you got to where you are, right? Because that helps to ground you and help you to see into the future, right? You can't forget all of those persons whose shoulders we stand on. We hear that, you know, all of the time, but we can't ever forget it. It didn't start with me. It didn't start with the person before me. I don't have to try to do it all. All I have to do to really be successful is take advantage of all of the great work, the collective work of all those individuals who came before me, those here who are here now who want to continue to contribute to the greatness of this institution. So it makes your job much easier when you look at it from that perspective.
Right. I would totally agree. And so my last question is, to all of our listeners who just don't get it, why it's so important that we have this Founders Day convocation, we celebrate our ancestors. Can you just tell them in a nutshell what it's all about?
We've got to remember our past in order to properly shape our future.
I love it. I love it. Again, thank you so much, Dr. Robinson, for being here. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.